It's the first week of Advent, and it's also Vlogmas 2018. This is Denise Dykstra with Life with Four Boys. Coffee, please. Well, I have finally been able to experience my first week of Advent, and I'm still loving it. Naomi also has me doing Vlogmas 2018 through Advent. For this, I record a 1-minute video every day showing you our lives. This post is a wrap-up of all the things this week. A catch-up with commentary, if you will. Apparently, Advent begins on the first Sunday of Advent, but we just went right ahead and began Advent on Saturday. Tracy told me this means I was celebrating Advent Eve then, and I liked that idea. For here we have the Instagram post. And it's just all the fun things. Oops, sorry. Those are all the things, but that was just that day. Because I don't have any idea what the whole Vlogmas video would be, this day we just did photos. It was Saturday, so everything was off for us. The Lego Advent box was met with a little confusion, but now, after the first day, it totally has worked. Having something like this is unexpectedly fun for us because one boy gets to open and place the Lego and one boy lights the candle. Every day they switch. This is by far our best idea. The second day, or officially the first day of Advent, I had a request for this video. Let's see if we can get this to work.
Here is my Christmas village. This was requested by Anna for me to send it to her. This is my first piece ever. It's a bookstore and bakery. My mom bought that for me to begin with. Then I fell in love with this church, little town. That when my father-in-law passed away. Mirror for our pond. My beautiful farmhouse. I love it. And the barn. The little guy who's chopping wood. Woman feeding chickens and a deer. So I'm hoping to get a couple more people. Maybe some trees. This is in my dining room. Right in front of the big window.
That was the first video. Okay, it was fun to do this because then my friends began posting their villages. I love Christmas villages. When the boys were little, they would move the stool up to this exact same buffet and they would play with Lego men or Tonka truck drivers, or who we referred to as worker man. We just found a worker man. This is not in the blog post. We just found a worker man not that long ago in the sandbox here, and I was like, I cannot believe we just have this. I put it away so we're safe because I love them so much. At first I told my boys not to play in the village with their little guys. But then I realized what great memories they would make. What I did not expect was that I would end up with a precious memory of the village glowing on their still little chubby faces as they played among the village, visiting all the pieces. Shouldn't have written that because now I'm all teary-eyed and I have to read that to you. All right, so our next video is Advent recap right here. This is the first Sunday.
It's Advent, day 1, or actually day 2. Our book says day 2, so that's what we're going with. But it is Sunday, so it's the candle of hope. Hey, look at that point so well. Wow. And so this is our first year doing it. So far, it's going well. It's just different because it's on the weekend, so our schedule isn't what it would normally be. We overslept for church this morning, so we went to the second service, and our church service was all on hope, and they lit the Advent wreath and the candle, and my boys were so excited. And when I always say my boys, I mean my youngest two, because my oldest two are working and they're not home very much right now. It's just the life spot that we're at. But so far, it's going pretty well. We'll see how tomorrow goes, because we're going to start lighting our candle in the morning before we go to school. And we have one for every day, which is something fun to do. And then and one boy lights a candle and one boy gets the Lego. So far, so good. It's ad.
That video pretty much sums it up because I was so excited. I don't think I can tell you the thrill I had when they lit that Advent candle at church that Sunday. I was almost like a little kid. My heart just rejoiced. If you want to follow along with our Advent church services, you can here at the link. But then there was the night that I suddenly realized I never had done a Vlogmas video for the day, so you got this. Oh wait, that's when there was a deer head on my table. I can't make this up. Okay, here we go.
Naomi told me that we're doing a vlog every day, so this is our moment. I'm knitting a dishcloth, and Eli's knitting scrubby dishcloth. And you are
Fixing to watch Tucker right now.
And that's the table that had bloody deer head on earlier today. Jake just came back from the store with detergent. There's our Christmas tree. That's completely not decorated yet, but it has pretty lights. Jake wants me to be done so he can just watch Fox News. Oh, Isaac did bowling. And apparently he's undefeated. Go find it. And there's a snowflake that Eli made. Isn't it pretty? And yeah, Isaac's first thing. Oh, and Abe went to a basketball game, and Andrew's watching something about cars. That's all I know. That's all I got.
And I know that's fabric softener, actually, right there. But seriously, this bloody deer head was on my table. Back to the blog. I've often thought that it would be interesting to do something where everyone... Oh, I missed a part. Then I did another video. I've often thought it would be interesting to do something where everyone posted what it looked like out their kitchen window. I'm fascinated by such things. What can I say? Here, I give you my kitchen window.
So my boys, are starting to wonder what this whole vlog thing is. And Naomi Van Harn told me to do a video every day of the month, and we would call it Vlogmas. And so that's what I've been doing. So this is my kitchen sink, which you can see because the sun is out. Hallelujah. I haven't seen the sun in forever. This is my favorite star. Got it with Andrew when he was in the 7th grade. Here are all my knitted dishcloths. Here's my nativity scene from my great-grandma. Finally found a way to use all my wine corks because they're holding up my angel. Joy's my word. Eli made me this a couple years ago. Love this tree. I don't even know what it's called. My yummy candle. Christmas cactus from Aldi's. Dishcloths. Choose joy. Gotta have it out. This is from a dear friend, Kim, when Andrew was born, our oldest. And this is what I look at every day, numerous times a day. Love it.
On Wednesday, I had grand plans to wow you all with my amazing, awesome day. And then I promptly forgot to take one single photo of the day. So you got me talking in the Shipsy Bourbon.
Hey, it's Vlogmas Day something. And I just thought I'd talk to you real quick before my kids got home because I tried to get Isaac to do this with me and he's like, no, I will not be a part of your Vlogmas. So I never know which way to look. But today I had Bible study and I planned to get a picture of all the girls and we had lunch together. We did a potluck at my friend Kate's and it was so fun and it was delicious. And so we were going to do all of that. I was going to show you all those things and then I totally forgot to take a picture of anything or a video of anything, so you just get to hear about it. We're doing Priscilla Shire's Discerning the Voice of God, and it's been amazing. I'm going to be so sad when it's done. But I prayed for this community of women for a long time, probably 2 years. So they're very dear to me, and I didn't even know I was praying for them. I was just praying for a group, and they came into my life, and it's just been wonderful. And I'm just going to encourage you all to get into a community. It changes your life. It's so good for growing. So that's my vlog. Hey, it's vlog.
I cried in the first video. I gotta be honest, so I had to redo it. Okay, continuing on with the blog post. Thursdays are the day around here. Every Thursday night between 6:15 and 6:45, trucks and some cars, but mostly trucks, come rumbling into our driveway. Liberty jumps from her bed and sticks her nose to the cold glass, her tail wagging happily that her boys are here again. My mom and I feed the group that arrives, and then they retreat to the living room with a fireplace. My mom and I are still wondering why we let them have the fireplace. And my dad does a devotional study with them. They just finished Tony Evans' Watch Your Mouth this week and began Andy Stanley's Guardrails. The boys watched my Instagram feed, so they knew this was coming, but they were surely not going to make it easy on me. And I totally recorded and forgot to hit the record button. So fun all around. Warning, this video is about to make you dizzy.
It's Vlogmas, and I forgot to press record. Oh, good evening. And yes, we're on video because I'm doing that Vlogmas thing every day. It's only a minute long. You can hang on. You can do this. So it's Thursday. What's Thursday? Somebody. Woohoo for Ryan! So we do this every week, and every week we have food, and today it's tacos. And this is Hunter, and he doesn't want to be on video. So I'm supposed to be showing we have blueberry pie and we have brownies in the oven. And every Thursday we do this. I have stuff for Abby before you leave. And then we sit over here while he's doing homework. And my mom and I, there's Liberty, I don't know where my mom went, brought popcorn and we knit. It's so fun.
Thursdays are fun. Which leads me to Friday. Tonight I had a women's dinner at church, and I plan to link the video right here, but I'm writing this to you in the morning because it makes more sense to. Tonight I am supposed to wear gray, and the only thing I have that is gray is a beach cover-up dress. That works for a Christmas dinner, right? So I'll be working on putting something together for that. And here's our video from tonight.
Okay, so we're here, and we did this. Oh, let's see if we can flip it around. It was our women's Christmas thing. There are people we know here who ran away from the camera. But Judy's with me, and we were greeters today, and I think it went really well.
I think we did.
We didn't know the alphabet very well, but we still did really well.
We figured it out. I think between the two of us.
Yeah. So we just thought it would probably be a good idea to do a video afterwards because we were singing and
not a good time to do it when we're singing.
No.
But it was nice to sing and to listen, and yeah.
It was nice. It was all candlelit and everything. It's pretty.
Good food too.
So this is our church. We're at North Point, and it's pretty fun. And people are totally avoiding the camera. It's really, really fun. It's really great. See, look, totally hiding. It's so fun. Okay, so we're here.
So I'm still recording, and look who came down here. Oop! All right, I'm still recording, so give me a few more seconds. Good night, love you. The block. Note my gray winter coat in the video. Haha! It was so fun to spend the evening with these ladies I have come to love ever so much. All in all, this week has been especially long for me. On Friday, November 30, I was in the doctor's office for a UTI. It has wreaked havoc on me this week, and I've been suffering from brain fog and being unusually, overwhelmingly exhausted. Eli's son 3 began his wrestling meets this week as well, so things have been busy. I think in the ick of this week, it has made me appreciate Advent all the more. I know I was and am all excited about this week, but this week hasn't felt very Christmassy. It has felt sick and dark and chaotic. But every single morning we start our day with a lit candle and reading about Advent. And I know it sounds trite, but I swear I feel my soul rest in that moment. Because of the ick and chaos, this time feels even more precious, even more important to remember. I have 3 links to leave you with. Naomi Van Harn, who got me on this whole Vlogmas thing, and I really am grateful for her for doing that, is on Instagram, and you need to follow her just to get her hot cocoa recipe. She has promised me to make it for me when I come visit her, hopefully next week. And may I just add this. Here's my blog, so I can. Where is the peppermint hot cocoa? Last year, I could pick it up anywhere, and I love peppermint hot cocoa. I prefer the Starbucks dark chocolate with peppermint candy canes crumbled in it, but I am also a fan of Trader Joe's peppermint hot cocoa as well. Every year, I kept a good stash of it in the house, and I have a mug, and I love a mug of it at night. But this year, I can't find that hot cocoa. I mean, like, I have turned into a crazy woman looking in all the stores for it. It's a whole thing for me this season. Back to the links I mentioned before my cocoa tangent. My dad and I were talking about gardening last night. Doesn't everyone talk about gardening in December? And I have this farm I found this year and follow on Instagram, and I just love it. Lori posted an Advent post that honestly I just found this morning, and I can't wait to dive into. So I've linked it there. And Lori is from 3 Acre Farm. And lastly, here's the podcast Naomi and I were guests on to discuss week 2 of Advent, Speaking for Him Advent week 2. The first part, I stumble over my words. Thank goodness for Dan to help me sound out all those big words. But at about 10 minutes and 30 seconds in, I start talking about bread. And now I want to bake some bread. Thank you for following along with our Advent journey this year. And please, oh please consider doing a Vlogmas video every day. You can join in right now. If you do, tag me so I can watch it because I didn't realize I was going to love them. And also, please tell me what you are doing for Advent. It's just so fun. I love reading everything. This season is crazy. It is difficult. But it was in a time that was crazy difficult and so very dark that God sent his son Jesus to save us. If that love it just doesn't blow you away and make you love Christmas, I don't know what will. So, thanks for reading. See you next week.